What's good, gang gang? Lovely Soul Empress here, coming to do a divine masculine read. Okay, I think it's been a few weeks since we checked in with our inner divine masculine as well as our divine counterparts. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I feel like I am going to do a you versus them, but I want to pull some oracles first so we can, feel out the energy. I'm going to light some incense and some palo santo, and we will get started. Let's get some palo santo. So the title came because this morning, and I haven't listened to the radio all day, all I kept hearing before I even thought of what reading I was going to do was, only you can love my body, right? I forget who sings that. I know it's Justin Bieber's on it, I believe. But I forget the other gentleman's name. And it kept going in my head and over and over and over. And I had to do some other work for some other projects. And as I was scrolling down, I was like, that's why, because we haven't done a divine masculine in like 3 weeks. What's good, Talk Tequila? Okay, so I felt like Spirit was trying to say, for those of you, some of you, what's good, Cynthia? Some of you could be with this divine masculine right now. Okay, this could be your inner divine masculine speaking. Okay, or this could be the person who's coming in. All right, or you could be the divine masculine and this is your feminine saying that. Okay, so we're gonna take a look, check out the energy. All right, so I feel like, I haven't rolled the dice in a minute. What's good, Tamila? So I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna give you 3 important signs. You got Aries. We're in Aries season right now. You got Pisces, okay? And you got Gemini. Yeah, okay. So those were the 3 important signs. Let's get 3 numbers. Maybe it'll have some relevance. 1, 9, and 4. 194, okay? Or this could be somebody's birthday, okay? They could have been born in January 94, all right? So let's take a look at what they're manifesting, what you're manifesting. I'm going to pull 1 for each, okay? Spirit, what is the divine masculine manifesting at this time? Too many, Spirit. I'm going to take it, though. What's good, Jennifer LaRoe? Okay, so they got full moon in Pisces, forgive. Okay, and I feel like the first thing here is that during that Pisces season that we just came out of, I feel like this divine masculine has spent a lot of time on inner healing, inner forgiveness for themselves and for others, okay? You have also here, make time for self-love, okay? So, this is coming out with Libra. So I feel like this person, it could have a Libra moon, but I feel like this is, they're recognizing that something was needed calibration. Okay, you also got last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. Okay, and I feel like that's how they view you, not for nothing. Okay, they may feel like you're extremely serious. All right. I feel like the divine masculine is coming in with some type of playful energy, some type of rejuvenative energy. And it feels like because they did a lot of shadow work in Pisces season, although it may not look like that to you. Okay, and then full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. And I feel like that's what's happening. Okay, this feels like an awakening. Spirit, can you show me the divine feminine and what the divine feminine is manifesting right now? Spirit, can you show me what the divine feminine is manifesting right now? Anything else, Spirit? Thank you. Cool your emotions. All right, so you're trying to detach. That's that Aries energy there. Okay, now you got here unleash your kindest self. So I feel like you've come into union, it feels like, with your higher self, or at least that's what you're trying to do. Honor your feelings. I feel like in the past you may have been suppressing what you feel. I feel like now you're starting to embrace it. It's unification. And then you got first quarter moon in Cancer, push through any insecurity. I feel like part of your shadow work for Pisces season was coming into acceptance or realization of the part you played in a situation, whether it was with this person or someone from the past, and how your triggers or your insecurities were playing out in the 3D. Okay, so I feel like whether it was with this person or not, you've had like some type of enlightenment that has happened. Okay, I have way too many decks out. Like seriously, I have like probably 25 decks on my desk, let alone the ones in the cart next to me. Okay. And this is the Star Seed. Spirit, can you give me one for the masculine, please? One for the masculine, please. Masculine's energy. Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Okay. So I feel like somehow I feel, first off, let me just say the first message that's coming through is that this divine masculine is starting to get discernment. I feel like it's happening first with their masculine counterparts. In other words, they're starting to recognize which one of their associates, their friends, their circle, family members, or whatever are pulling on their energy in a negative way, or like they're recognizing which friends are reliable, like which are in their higher vibration and which ones are not. Okay, which that's step one. Earth school, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Okay, so I feel like this person is getting, I'm feeling very much Sagittarius, Jupiterian energy, which is sitting in Pisces. Okay, so I feel like there's something here about them understanding the components, the people around them, the parts that they've played. Okay, now can we get some cards for the divine feminine? What is she experiencing? What is the message from this deck for the divine feminine, please? Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Okay, so I feel like for you, Pisces season was all about uncovering, unearthing, looking deep within, pulling up shadow work, pulling up things that you know, maybe the your lower self had been hiding from you. Okay, I also have here, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So I feel like a lot of yous, and I feel like this was happening for over a year, you were starting to discover your soul path, like what you're here for. Big picture thinking. Pallades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. I also feel like right now, it feels like your Empress energy has been birthing, okay? And it feels like now you're kind of in your masculine where you're going to start putting these things into effect. What's good, Copenhagen? Okay, so I feel like that's what's happening. I'm gonna get a Mystic Martian because, you know, sometimes it may feel like we, you know, what was that book? Men are from Mars and women are from Venus, right? So I just want to look at the differences between us, Spirit. Can you give me one for the Divine Masculine and where they are now? Third eye, okay, came out in reverse, okay. I feel like they're trying to decalcify the third eye with visions, manifestation, meditation. I feel like a lot of these masculines are starting. I've been hearing a lot of masculines talking about ancestors, talking about their third eye. Okay, so I feel like they're trying to unravel what that means to them. You got Ouroboros, infinity, internal, past life. Okay, this also came out in reverse. So I feel like although they're going through some type of awakening, like all the parts haven't come together the way you are unearthing things. Okay, Spirit, can you show me where the Divine Feminine is? I just want to go back and see that you see this snake is eating its own tail. I feel like they're recognizing that they've been going in circles. Been going round in circles. Bum, bum, bum. Right? So there's a realization about a misdirection or something. Thank you. Water element. I feel like both of yous are in your emotions, but in different ways. It says reflection, kindness, compassion. That's the mirror. Okay, now for the feminines, you got Andromedans, okay? Autonomy, free will, manifestation. I feel like this is you stepping in your power, okay? No longer in a codependent energy or, you know, looking at the future with that insecurity, okay? And then you got Venusians. Right on point, right? Romance, soulmates, empathy. And I feel like your higher self has already sent out the frequency that this is what you're looking for. Okay, so let's get an Isis oracle. Can you show me one for the Divine Masculine, please? Portal of light. She glides on wings through time and space. I feel like they are starting to feel, because for so long the patriarch system told them to repress their feminine. And I feel like their feminine energy is starting to awaken. Okay, I also feel like because of this, they're looking at the Divine Feminine with a new set of eyes. Okay, how she moves with ease and grace. Okay, this could have been because they were with somebody who did not embody that. Okay, or maybe they're with you and they've seen you go through some transformation and they're seeing a difference in you. Okay, but like I said, portal of light. Okay, so I feel like they're looking at you through different eyes. Mother of light, nourishment of the grain, of the golden grain mother. And I feel like whether you've met this person or not, okay, whether this person is from your past, I feel like the energy frequency, your frequency signature speaks to them of healing, of, you know, abundance, of nourishment. Okay, so whether this masculine is with you or not, it feels very much so that they're looking for their divine feminine, or they've acknowledged finding her. Okay, now Spirit, can you show me where the feminine is with this? Chariot of Ascension, spiritual work of the higher initiative. Okay, so it's like I said, you've gone through some type of awakening. Okay, and I feel like the energy that you have felt with this ascension has become addictive. Okay, so now it's like as if you chase the ascension, you chase the growth, you chase the shadow work, because you recognize now that this is how you succeed. Lady of the Stars, Priestess of Cyrus. Okay, so it feels like you have begun it's like you're, not only are you an ascension, but it's like you've become the counterpart, right? It's like mystery schools, like you're working with the divine. Okay, and then you have divine guardian, protection of the winged mother. Okay, so I feel like you've done so much work that the divine mother, she's very protective of you. Okay, so if there's something that gets removed right now, let it go. Okay, because this is being done in protection of your destiny. Okay, I feel like you've gone too far now to turn back. Now I'm hearing it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it, something inside has died and I can't hide and I just can't fake it. So in the past, I feel like, you know, you might have been in relationships where, you know, you were in love with someone's potential, or you tried to take a back seat to make them greater, or you tried to assist in their ascension. But it's like now you can't play that supportive role anymore, okay? Because you have here Chariot of Ascension, right? And it feels like, and it says spiritual work of the higher initiate. It's like you can no longer, you know, be less so they could be more, okay? So that's what it really feels like you've accepted a mission, all right? And I feel like you're no longer trying to pretend to be less for anyone. And I love it, okay? So let's, what deck do I want to use? Let's use Mystical Moments. Spirit, can you show me the mutual energy? The mutual energy between the divine masculine and the divine feminine at this time, whether they're together, whether they're about to be in union, whether they were in union before. Can you show me, Spirit? So it's like I said, With this Ace of Pentacles, okay, there was a seed for success there, right? But the Eight of Swords, you both were stuck in your head, or are stuck in your head, about the potential, okay, or the potentiality of what this union could offer. Okay, this could be brought because maybe you're in a union that does not inspire you. It actually is highlighting what you're missing. Maybe they're in a situation like that, okay? Or maybe there's something going on where there's a need to because I feel like there's a mental prison here, okay? Overthinking, okay? I also feel like it's like working against the manifestation, and it could be for very different reasons. Okay, we'll be clarifying that. Spirit, can you show me how the divine masculine sees this situation independently? Can you show me? Okay. And can you show me how the divine feminine sees the situation, please? And can you show me how the divine masculine, what the divine masculine sees as the blockage? And can you show me what the divine feminine sees as the blockage, please? And can you show me what the divine masculine, how the divine masculine would like to deal with this? Like, what would they like to see as the outcome? And can you show me how the divine feminine would like this to turn out, please? You have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. In this deck, they have both the masculine and the feminine in feminine energy. I feel like you have been wounded in some way, but so has this divine masculine. I feel like what you're learning is to allow your emotions to flow through you and not be anchored to an outcome. I feel like this masculine is just learning, because I feel like part of the problem for the divine masculines is that they've been programmed not to feel. So I feel like for the first time, they're starting to recognize that that is a blockage, okay? I don't even know where to put this shit because I got so much shit out here. Okay. So, like I said, you have the Ace of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords as the mutual energy. Do I want to use... No, we use this one. Ace of Pentacles, Spirit. So with this Ace of Pentacles here, there's a seed. Can we balance out the likes, please? It would be greatly appreciated. There's a seed, or there's going to be a seed, or there was a seed, okay? But the Six of Swords is here. It's like maybe you thought this was going to be a change from your last relationship, or you're looking to move on to calmer waters, okay? And now remember, this is in the mutual energy, so this is like both of yous, okay? Whether you're with each other or not. In other words, they could be experiencing this somewhere else, right? Now you also have the Hierophant here, right? And the Hermit. Okay, so for the divine feminine, I'm feeling like You could have been waiting on someone to commit to you. You could have fell in love with potential. You could have seen, like they could have checked a lot of boxes on paper, but in actuality, they weren't giving you, or they didn't represent the things that you truly wanted. You also have here with the Hierophant, I feel like you were holding out hope and faith that it would end up in commitment. But I feel like maybe the longer you waited, the more alone you felt. Okay, it was like you had to go within and examine something. Now, in regards to the divine masculine, I feel like for a lot of these masculines, they may have had the seed of potentiality with somebody. Okay, I feel like that might have been scary to them with the Six of Swords. They might have tried to pull away, or they thought that this feminine was going to calmer waters, right? They may have committed to something that ended, or they didn't commit to something because they were so used to being in hermit mode. So it's like this person never really opened themselves, and I feel like it was based on fear. I'm getting a little bit of runner chaser energy. Now the Eight of Swords is also in this same position spirit wide. Eight of Swords spirit, what's good, BJ? I feel like for both of you, the Eight of Swords was the overthinking, or is the overthinking, or will be the overthinking because of past hurts with the Nine of Swords. This could be from your childhood. It definitely is for this masculine. Look how this masculine's father figure makes them feel small. Okay? But I feel like it's some traumas or something that you've experienced in the past that has you stuck in your head. And there needs to be some caution for both of you with this Magician, because I feel like you could be manifesting or trying to manifest like new beginnings, fresh starts, open roads, right? But it's like the shadow is working against it by talking about what didn't work, what won't work, what they, like, instead of speaking blessings over the journey, it's more like speaking doubt. And if you're not careful, both of yous could be manifesting your past, even though you're looking for the future. Okay? Now, at the bottom of the deck, you got the Emperor. So I feel like both of yous are in this Emperor energy, right? Trying to be the boss of your own life. Okay, and the moon is here. There's something missing, like recognizing, like, the Emperor has everything, but the moon is saying that something's missing in the heart. Now I'm hearing, didn't we almost have it all? Right? So wherever this Emperor is, okay, it's as if they recognize that in their whole empire, there was still something missing. It was the Empress, okay? You could be an emperor in your own right, but you could be looking for your divine counterpart is the energy I'm getting. Now, I feel like whether you know this masculine or not, they see you as the King of Wands, okay? They see you as passionate, self-sufficient, fiery, right? But they also may feel like you are not in the giving energy right now. Like you're taking inspired action, but towards the direction that you want. Now, this also could be speaking about themselves, but I asked how they saw the situation, and I feel like how they see it is that you are empowered. You may, let's say this person knew you from the past and you were always filling their cup, right? It's like as if they recognize that you have gone solo dolo, like this is my time to shine. Spirit, why is this King of Wands here? Why does why does the Divine Masculine see the King of Wands or the feminine in this method? They've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. It's as if they feel like you are so put together that they question whether they're good enough for you. It's like a self-doubt. Okay, and then the Ace of Cups. Okay, they feel like your energy is very abundant, overflowing, loving. Okay, and there goes that seed. Okay, so they recognize that you don't really need them, or that, let's say if you haven't met this person, they know that if you deal with them, it's because you want to, not because you need to. It almost makes them feel insecure. So this divine masculine could be used to dealing with feminines that have less. Okay, so this is like different. They see you as an equal, which is good. Okay, now you see the situation as the 10 of Cups. Spirit, why does the divine feminine see the situation as the 10 of Cups? Can you show me one more? So I feel like in the past, you might have wanted the 10 of Cups, but you always got the 10 of Swords. All right, but I feel like there's something here about you recognizing like the part you played, or, you know, like I was saying before about always choosing potential instead of what was actual, right? And the 6 of Pentacles, it's like maybe you felt like in the past you gave too much, and that is why you're showing up as the King of Wands now. Like you're choosing to give to yourself, okay? I feel like, but now while I'm saying that, and that's actually a good energy to be in, at the same time, you have to be careful that while you recognize that in the past you've been overgiving, if you're constantly worrying about repeating the mistake, it's like you will. You know what I'm saying? So there's a need to control. There's a need to control. It's good to accept how you showed up in a relationship in the past, but it's not good to stay stuck in your head about, you know, the future relationship, okay? So now I asked, what did they see as the blockage? They feel like, you know, you're resistant, okay? Or that you will be, okay? They feel like your strength, okay? Because it makes this person feel like they're not enough, all right? Let's take a look. Spirit, why is this strength card here? Why does the divine masculine sees this as the blockage, okay? You also could make them feel weak, okay? Because that's the Empress with the lion. We'll talk about that in a second. So this is the Empress taming the beast. They may have trouble resisting you, okay? They may feel like you're too strong. Okay, like you make them feel a little less than. Like it's intriguing them, but then at the same time, it's a little threatening. Okay, I also I feel like they're not completely comfortable with how at ease you make them. Right? So it may be the way you say shit. Right? So I'm really getting like you're direct, but humble and graceful. Right? So it's as if it's okay. I'm hearing shot through the heart and you're too late. You give love a bad name, right? So it feels like you say shit and it's like you're pulling shit out that they didn't look at before or didn't understand or didn't recognize, but the way you do is like so graceful. It's like you check them, you make them feel, you know, it's like they know you're right, but they want to resist it. Okay, and then here's the 10 of Pentacles. Again, they feel like, what does this divine feminine need from me? Like, what can I give this divine feminine that she doesn't already have? Okay, 4 of Swords. Okay, they also may feel like your past Your past hurts, whether it was with them or in another relationship, you know, that there's a need for healing, and that the reason why you won't let them give to you or do for you, or reflexively you're like, I don't need that, I don't need that help or whatever, it makes them feel like it's because you're unhealed. Okay, and it's one thing to be detached and another thing, you know, to recognize how you overgave. But Spirit is also telling you, remember that the divine masculine, he needs to feel like the hunter. So he needs to feel like has worthiness. Okay, so when you shut him down reflexively, like, I don't need your fucking help, you're rejecting, you know, his method of being a provider, even if you have every fucking thing, right? Yeah, the Ace of Cups. It makes him feel, the Nine of Cups, okay? Makes him feel like you are, it's like you could be his wish fulfillment, but it makes him feel like there's nothing he can do to satisfy you, or that you won't even allow it. Okay, and that, you know, that's when the divine, I gotta get at y'all. Because that's when the divine feminine, you know, is asking for her divine masculine to show up. But then when he does, she's like, I don't need your shit. And that might be true, but actions speak louder than words. So do you really have to point that out? It feels like he already knows, you know, he recognizes your greatness, right? So you don't need to remind it. Like I say all the time, people with a lot of inner strength don't have to say they're strong because it's evident. Right? So it's making this divine masculine feel like there's a trigger inside of you that is defensive. Now, what you see as the problem is the Two of Cups. We're going to find out why. Spirit. Let me get one more. So I feel like you feel like the Two of Cups is bad timing. I feel like you've done all this ascension, you've discovered your journey, and you're like, now you show up? I've been waiting for you to show up for such and such time. Or let's say this is this masculine, you've been with them, right? You're like, now you want to make the changes, right? Because you have the Chariot here. You're on a soul path. You could be moving, right? You could be, you know, changing states. You could be on this soul journey, ascension, like doing all this inner work. And now is when you want to return, or now, you know, I've already made a decision about my future direction. And it's like, I don't need this complication. So remember, I said to you before that you have become addicted to your ascension, like getting that high vibration, right? But what sometimes, you know, the person, male or female, on the ascension forgets is that your ascension is not only for you. Okay, your ascension is also to share with others, because like I say, there's a light, right? I'm kicking your ass, I'm sorry. There's a light that a person who's in ascension gives off, right? And so when we give off this light, people are drawn to it and they want to mimic it. They want to learn how to do it, right? So if you become in a way, you know, like, I don't have time for love because I'm too busy ascending, you're missing the point, because the whole ascension journey is about unity consciousness, the frequency of love. So, you know, yes, you're on ascension, but did you shut your heart chakra down to do it? And a lot of times when we go through ascension, we're going through ascension because something has triggered us an immense amount of pain. But then it would be lying to yourself if you can't, you know, check in with yourself about where your heart space is. Okay? So how would they like the situation to turn out? This is gonna fuck you up. Okay, if you're a divine feminine, this is gonna fuck you up, all right? The Empress is here with the Seven of Swords and Temperance. I'm about to dig in the divine masculine's ass, and then I'm about to dig into the divine feminine's ass. So don't think that, ass whippings is for everybody, right? So here's the Empress. They are so attracted to you. It's like you are the embodiment of all that they've wanted, all that they've been dreaming of. And even if they were in your vicinity, it's like they couldn't see it because it wasn't activated, right? But now all they want is this collaboration, right? And here's the Strength card again, right? They're starting to recognize that the strength in you heals them in some way, okay? It makes them accept their softer side. And they also feel like you're a... Spirit, can you give me the word? You're like a viable warrior that they can go through life with. Like they would never have to fear from you, okay? Here's the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? One more. Now this is where I got to get at them. So the Seven of Swords is here is because, what I said about the programming of the divine masculine, about them, never really giving themselves over, right? So part of their programming is like they have to see how you will respond to some bullshit to see if you got their back, right? Like this divine feminine, if I made a mistake or I betrayed her in some way, she would never leave me out in the cold, and she would have to pass that test. I would have to see that, right? Seven of Wands, right? Because then I'll know that she's better than the rest, right? Four of Wands, then we could build the happy home. So it's almost like reflexively, even though they're going through an ascension, it's almost like they still haven't lost the thing of like, she has to be willing to sacrifice herself to heal me. And that's how I know that she's 10 toes down. And that's fuckery. All right? Because Temperance is here. Like, in other words, and then I'll come back because then I'll know it's divine, right? Then I'll know that she's the Queen of Pentacles, right? Quintessential spouse, right? Nine of Cups. That'll be my wish fulfillment. That a bitch that'll never leave me. A bitch that'll hold me fucking down. And that might be true, but that you don't have to, cause some fuckery to discover that. Because there's a lot of raggedy chicks out in the streets. Let's not get it twisted. It's not like all of us are walking around in our divine frequency, right? So I get that they want to, weed out the bullshit. Because we're out here doing the same thing. But it feels like what they use to do that is like deceiving themselves. It's like sabotaging what they want before the jump off, all right? So if my divine masculines are watching right now, it feels like you're doing a lot of ascension, and it feels like you're opening yourself up to looking for your divine counterpart. But don't sabotage it with some bullshit test, because, those lower vibrational feminines will stay there for that. But once the divine feminine recognizes, she will leave. And you will have lost the divine feminine. Okay, so now let's talk about the divine feminine over here. She don't look much fucking better, be honest. Okay, the Magician is here with the World and the Ten of Swords. The Magician spirit. Why does the divine feminine want to handle it like this. Okay, so the Magician with the 10 of Wands, you've been manifesting something new because you've had a lot of burdens. And maybe you would like to, let's say you were with this person, you could be, you know, it's mirroring. I'm going to keep it a buck because it feels like you're manifesting something new, but you want to see, like, you know, how far will this masculine go for me, because the others have let me down, right? So I'm also seeing, like, what was that? I forget what it's called. You know, like when they have like a party and people are trying to go under the bar, right? Without touching the bar. Fuck, I don't know why I can't remember that. I'm getting old. Limbo or something, right? So it feels like you want to see how far this person would bend over backwards for you, because in the past these people weren't giving to you equally, or maybe even this exact person, right? So you might be bitching at them, right? Or you might be using, you know, your wands, right? Like I got a lot of shit going on, right? I got a lot of shit going on. I got a lot of, you know, things in the fire. Like, I don't got time for you. Like, I need you to do some extra shit for me. Like, when you feeling my fucking, like, you could just be too fucking much right now, right? And then it's like you could always be threatening, right? Limbo, right? You could be threatening. Like, listen, if you can't provide me what I need, I can find that shit elsewhere early, right? To the left, right? So I feel like that's what you're this is me. Exactly, right? So you like, bro, been through this, got the t-shirt, fuck that. If you can't give me what I need, I'm fucking bouncing, right? But the Five of Swords is manipulative, right? Because you're not even really sure. You're like running these secret tests, right? Which is setting them up for failure, right? Then you could turn around and be like, oh, this motherfucker, I knew he wasn't going to be shit, right? 10 of Swords. So are you betraying yourself, or are you, you know, already projecting the betrayal before it even happens? Girl, let's fucking talk about this shit. Ten of Swords. Are you manifesting the betrayal before it even comes in? Or are you just assuming that they ain't shit, so why should you be shit, right? Justice. Like, if I fuck him over, you know, that would serve his ass right, right? Maybe I'm all in my career now. Fuck your offer and shit, right? Lovers, right? Some of yous might even be like, you know what? And I had a girlfriend that told me this. She said that her mother raised her to always have a backup man. And I thought that was the strangest thing. Not to say that women shouldn't think like men, but I felt like it's sabotaging the situation, right? So it feels like, you know, the Ten of Swords, you want somebody to treat you equally, but you're also shitting on every offer. You're also, you know, like letting them know, like, hey, you know, I don't really need this. I can get a replacement you, right? Eight of Pentacles, I'm all about working on my shit, right? Look how she's standing in front of him like he ain't shit, right? And then the Lovers, right? I want my fucking options open. I've had my options shut down so many times, right? I'm after my own wish fulfillment, right? And the Tower. So they want to put you through some shit to make sure that you're down, right? And you are figuring they're going to be on some fuck shit anyway. So, you know, why even waste your fucking energy? You can just go ahead and put them through the paces, right? So how's this divine union supposed to work then? If neither one of you trust the other to make the right choice, And I understand that we've been in this timeline for so long that we've gone through so much fuckery, that it's hard to trust, right? But if you're on a new timeline, you have to believe that the old timeline is over, right? Can we balance out the likes, please? It would be greatly appreciated. Anything else from this deck, please? Anything else? Thank you. Look, thoughts. Got him fucked up. He's like, I'm not even sure what she wants. Right? Is she the divine feminine? She feels like she's the divine feminine. Number 16, number 7, right? Divine number. Look, official person underneath. So he sees you like this, where all he could think about is you. You see him like that, right? But nobody wants to change. How are you going to get this high honor then? Right? So let's clarify these, because I feel like this is, we get into the meat. We get into the fucking meat. Spirit's about to tell y'all off. I just want you to know. Sudden wealth came out cross. So they're like, we give you the blessing that you requested. 11, right? Soulmate number 2, right? We gave you the blessing, but you can't recognize it because you're so worried about how you've been hurt in the past, right? So this is like your community. This is like who you could build generational wealth and legacy. This to me is like the 10 of Pentacles, right? And by the time you recognize it, you will have fucked it up, right? This also could be the message that you receive, right, with the fake test to see if you down, right? So you're both doing this shit, right? Y'all gonna miss the gift. Let's clarify. Sudden wealth. Look, you don't want to realize after that this is an opportunity. Awareness, finding out, coming to light. Community spirit, why? You're welcome. She says, this is confirmation to the prayers from the full moon. Wow, thank you, and thank you, Lovelee. You're welcome. Okay, so you got community out here, right? Some of y'all, 39, 12, which is a 3. Okay, you could have been, just dating, with desire. And listen, ain't shit wrong with that. Right? You could be treating this masculine like they community dick. They could be testing you to see if you're community cooch. Right? Because nobody wants to wipe that up or, husband that up. But in the way that you're doing it, it's like setting it up for failure. Thank you so much, Papa Das. Is that Papu? Oh, Papu Das, sorry. Okay, message of concern. I mean, we need to, we want the divine masculine, but we don't want to respect any kind of change in him, right? We want to be like, oh, they're all dogs and shit, right? And then he wants this, above reproach. Above reproach. That's on Wednesdays, Papa Das. Okay, on Wednesdays, I take questions, all right? I feel like this message of concern is coming out with focus. Girl. So, let me holler at the divine feminines for a second. Okay? Are y'all waiting? And do come back, Papa Das. I will not forget you, okay? this message of concern, it's like you're manifesting that you're gonna find out some fucking bullshit, some fuckery with this focused eyes for you, fascinated watching. So you're watching their every fucking move. Like, I wish you would try me so I could get rid of you like I did the last one, because I'm not tolerating any of that shit that happened before, right? Days, weeks, months, right? I also feel like some of yous, and this is our problem, okay, we see like the divine masculine, and wait, let me back up. We could be dealing with a masculine who's like, got fuckboy tendencies, call you on some Netflix and chill and shit. And that's the guy that we want. But the guy that does the full court press, we're like, why the fuck is he stalking me? Ew. Like he just wants too much. Like, ew, like what is his problem? Meanwhile, that was what you wanted, right? You wanted somebody in the beginning that will give equally to you, that will fill your cup, right? But you reject the ones that come in with that frequency. Okay? Like he looks like a bad boy, probably because he is, and then you wonder why you get fucked over. Right? In the reverse. Here's him watching you to how you respond to some shit that might hurt you, this setup to see if you really down, right? Look at him watching. How will she react? What's going to happen? Let's see. Does she love me? Will she take me back? Huh? How far can I, projected days, weeks, months. So that's how long the relationship's going to last before one of you sabotages shit. Right? Intervention. We both need an intervention. Look at this shit. We need a fucking intervention. And that's what Spirit is trying to do. Give us an intervention. Like both of y'all. Look at, you're obsessed with the fuckery. Talk, conversation, get on the same page. And that's what the fuck we're not doing, because nobody wants to be honest about the hurts and the shit that they've been through. Now the gift, Spirit, why? Nightlife, gamble, take a risk. Nobody wants to put their heart on a sleeve, okay? All right? Do I want a chance if this is real? Are they pretending? Right? Or, I'm going to act like I'm really giving them a chance, but really in the beginning, I'm faking it all along. Like, I don't trust your ass. I know you're going to do some fuck shit. That's the feminine, right? The masculine is like, you know what? She's a gift, but before I risk jumping out on this ledge, let me gamble it a little bit and see what the fuck she does. Let me pretend that I'm not into her to see. So you're both chasing what you think it should look like, and then when it's in your face, you can't see it, meeting two or more discussions, right? And then we wonder why so many people end up in divorce. Right? It's all entrapment, emotional entrapment to them, to you. It's fuckery. Spirit, can you show me? Look at Spirit. Stop fucking around. This could be the one. Anything else, Spirit? But we're both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It's like we don't believe in love anymore, right? Religious factors, age, race, religion, right? Upbringing, our own personal experiences. Like we can't get past what we've been through. Clarity. Spirit's like, I've been trying to get you to see some shit about the partner I'm trying to bring into you, or the partner you're with, or you get my point. and unrequited love. Right? So you're saying no to relationships before they've even had a chance. Like, you may not be saying it out your mouth, but you're saying it in your heart. And so are they. We both need to cleanse this energy. All right? The hurtful words, yes, they come from other people, but we're saying them at this point with this reading, we're saying them to ourselves. All right? We say we want the new life, but we keep the fucking gate closed. Okay? Soulmates, you know, could be your soulmate, but you're also mirroring the same fucking toxicity back to each other in different ways. And you're going to miss the happy family. Right? All because you don't want to reveal your inner self, because that's what it's really about. Right? Because you're shy, but this is what you really want. Stand by me. So you want this, but you say this to them. Should I even fuck with you? Right? Are we addicted to the negativity and the toxicity? Because that's what it's looking like. All right? Will we accept new love, true love? You know, uncharted territories, but to do that, you got to open up your heart chakra. They want it too. Okay? So I'm going to pull one card for the divine masculine from the shadows, what their fucking lower self is saying. I'm going to pull one for the divine feminine too. See what the fuckery is going on within us. Spirit, can you show me one for the divine masculine, please? Where's their heart? Where's their shadow at? What is their shadow telling them? I don't know how to let you go. This is how the Knight of Wands ends up created. He craves the energy of the feminine, but he won't let it in. I scared myself that day, right? I never used to look at you that way. Right? And how do the what's the shadow, what's the divine feminine's shadow telling them? I'm almost scared to look, girl. I pretend you don't mean that much. I took the easy way out. So he can admit, you know, how important you are. And neither can you. Looks like mirroring to me. Okay, so I'm going to get a postcard and we're going to get up out of here. Ooh, that was a lot. That was a lot. Spirit told us all off. Me included. One more shuffle, Spirit. I think that this is why the only one card came out. Wait till you hear this card. Wow, wow, and wow. Spirit, don't be playing. Dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and change is upon you. This is cause for celebration. No need to be nervous, but know that it's okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it or even because of it. Step into the unknown now. Let go of the branch you are clinging to and let spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good and most powerful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There's a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said: take one step toward the gods and they will take 10 towards you. We're all doing the destiny cha-cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. Okay, so Spirit just basically said that they're uncovering these toxicities so that we can finally learn how to embrace love, because we're asking for love, but we don't know how to accept it. And that's both the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Okay? So that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. I'd just like to say thank you to my returning subscribers for coming through and spending a little time with me. And if you're a new viewer and you felt I resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and comment, as I'd love to have you as part of the Lovely Soul family. I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings. Namaste, gang, gang. Bye.